Welcome back, everyone, to Megaquarium. I hope you weren't long away and didn't miss the aquarium while you were. Now, we've got a nice little area over there, and I think this place is going to be perfect for a wee shelf. That being said, we could squeeze them in all over the place if we want to. I'm actually kind of inclined to try. How about... Yeah, we can have quite a lot of things just sunk into the walls here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move this. Push all of that back like so. Grab some more of the wood paneling walls. Like that, and then just move that one back. There we go, that's actually pretty cool. And with that, you can go ahead and pop in a little guidebook shelf. How far out does that grab? It'll grab people as they walk past this area, and I think that will be more than good enough. Let's get the guidebook supply. Sure, that can just sit there. It's not really that important where it goes, as long as it's near enough. There we are. Nice. I like it. So we'll have plenty of guidebooks there for people. Let's go ahead and move this one back a little bit more. Oh, we want to leave that there actually, so people can't get back there. Not until I've done this. There we go. Nope. Come on, you. There we are. And that can just slide in back. And we'll get another bin, perhaps. Yeah, let's pop a little bin there, just in case. Just in case people need it. Now, over here, I'm thinking we are going to want... We could either have the lavatories... I kind of want them off to the side, really. I don't want them necessarily in the way. We could have a lavatory just there if we really wanted to. Right, I'd rather it just put off to the rear of the area if I can. So let's do something like this then. Something like that, and then pop in 2 more lavatories. There we are. I like having 2 of them together if I can. There we go. These ones are separated. They are unisex lavatories though, but the worst thing in the world is when you're desperate to go to the loo and you get up, there's just one, and then there's a queue. I mean, it's not to say that there isn't going to be a queue over here, but at least there's going to be less of a queue if there's 2. That's the way I'm thinking about it. There we go, that'll do. Perfect. So people should enjoy Wow, they've really gone for those guest books. Ah, fantastic. I'm quite happy with that, I must say. I'm liking this design though. I'm liking the way all of this is coming together. Quite liking that. Okay, so next up, we want to continue popping in more and more fish on this side. That being said, as I've mentioned, I don't want too many more tanks daisy chaining here. So, in fact, this one could just sit there just to link these 2 tanks together, and that would be the only purpose for it. Let's pause the time there, because I don't want to risk any fish dying while I'm just moving that filter around. That would really upset me. There we go. That's all set up quite nicely. And then this can just be tucked back here, connected up there, and then this one connected over there. It really only exists to bring all of these tanks together, and then I can have a little something snuck in right at the back there if I particularly want to. Yes. I know. Shush. You don't need to tell me. It was hurting my symmetry sense as well. Shh. It's fine. That's just basically going to be this little hidden area that no one ever goes. Oh, actually, what we could do is just fill it back in. There we go. Nice and indeed simple. And with that, do we want anything over there? I kind of do and kind of don't. Sure. Sneak this stuff back there. Can I pop that in? Yeah, I can. Excellent. Right, we're going to have another bin. We're going to have that one right there. And we're going to have another guidebook shelf right about there. There should be plenty of people walking around this area. So it makes sense in my mind to have all of that set up there. Now, down on this side, I would like another 1, 2, 3, 4, at least. And this machine will live over there. and we're going to have another bench right about there. And that then looks glorious, if you ask me. We are going to need to paint it out a little bit, though. Let's grab... Where are we? There we go. Just get a little bit of paint right down there. We could even, using the props that we've got, set up a little beach-like display at the bottom. I do, at this point, want to start hooking around. This is a little bit too closed in on this side necessarily for that, but we can perhaps have a little beachy area over here. Maybe a photo opportunity or two. That might be quite nice, actually. Right, we've got a new message. Let's have a see. It has grown. Fantastic. Right, where are you? Let's pause that. I'm going to want to bring up our coral grouper. And you are coming with me. Can I pop you in there? Whop. There we go. That is one sold. Now, we need another one. Let's get you back in there. It's going to take a little while for you to grow to full size again, but that's fine. Okay. So, next up, what are we going to go with? Let's have a look at the species that we've got available right now. We're not yet up to the point where we can go for cold water. So, oh wow, we got 3 things. Oh, the eels all grew. Okay, well let's pause that just for a second, just to make sure everything is okay. Yeah, everything is fine. We're at exactly 75. That means if anything breaks, everything starts to fall over. Not exactly ideal. Not exactly ideal, that one. I'm thinking we are going to want to start... We just want a little bit more filtration down here. That's the problem. We just need this tiny little amount more than we have. That can just exist on the side there. In fact, let's go ahead and open this little area up so our staff aren't having to waste time wandering around in there. There we are. But what we can do here is we can add a little bit of extra filtration. Now, right now the tanks have an enormous... Well, they've got an enormous amount of both, really. Pop that in. Let's keep this tank... Oh, no. My bad. Let's pop this in. Right there. Still much the same. Oh, right. I hadn't hooked it up. My bad. Well, yeah, I guess we're going to put the whole thing in there. Oh, well, we're up to 80%. This gives us significant redundancy on anything breaking. Actually, let's replace this one with a protein skimmer. Yeah, that gives us considerable redundancy to any of the machines breaking down. So that we shouldn't be in any risk of any of our fish becoming distressed because any of the machines have temporarily lost their efficacy. I think that's pretty solid. I think that's actually quite important in a way. Right, okay. Well, given this, I'm actually going to say... Oh, fantastic. I would like you to learn cleaning, please. Thank you very much indeed. I'm sort of feeling that I would like to have a little bin tucked away in there. A little bin by here. I kind of like the idea of having a different paint scheme just down here. Yeah, I like that. And then with that done, we're going to move the bins across to the side. I think that'll look a lot better, actually. I've got nothing to pop in that corner, unfortunately, but... that's fine. You know what? Having more bins just means that... well, that said, having the bins right next to the benches isn't exactly lovely. I'll be honest with you. But that one is too far away. A bin there would be grand. I could have a little... No, I think we will have that bin then. I'm just going to do away with these ones. I don't want my guests having to sit next to a full bin. I know. Call me silly because that happens in most shopping centres. There'll be a row of benches, and on one end there'll be a bin, because you can sit in the bench comfortably and then discard your trash into the bin as without having to get up or anything like that. But I don't know, just being sat next to a smelly bin, no thank you. Does that look any better? No, I think it looked better when we had the stone tile there. Yeah, I think that looks okay. We'll leave that as it is. Right, what's the view? Viewing is good, actually. Everyone seems to be happy with the exhibits that we've got. All right. And the next one, I would say, let me just pop these over here. I would like these in a bit of a better position, just tucked away over there. Now, what kind of tank do we want in here, then? First, let's decide on the fish that we want there. I wouldn't mind getting you. Now, do we have anything else that eats the same food? Don't think we do. That's quite the shame. Quite the shame. Alright, well, given that... Well, it's not awful to have it. But I would like the tank to have the same food source in it. So only the creatures that have the same feeding habits in a particular tank. So with that in mind, then, let's have a decision on how we're going to set this one up. We could have a corner tank, something like this. Maybe even there. We'll have a little bit of extra room there. In fact, we could have the bin in there then. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a damned good idea. I like that idea a lot. Now, this one won't be able to hook up to any of the other tanks, unfortunately. Well, I suppose I might be able to. What kind of conditions does the cowfish need? Fairly high. Fairly high. There we are, double filter. Nice. Let's get the next one. Well, we'll get the large chiller, I suppose. It doesn't really matter too much. Alright. Well, let's pause the game and prepare this area. We're going to need all of that taken away no matter what we do. If I shunt that across, I can have the bin sat in there, and that solves all of my placement woes. All of them. Every single placement woe is now solved. Even the ones I didn't know about. It's that good. So we'll take that around. We'll get a little spot there. We can tuck you neatly at the back there if I particularly want to. And I'll see no particular reason not to. We're going to get the sand eel dispenser. It is sand. No, it's not sand eels. It is cockles. Mussels and cockles. You know what? That makes all sorts of sense to me. I didn't even realize how much sense it was going to make until it started making it. Alright, ooh. Well, that is an option, actually. Not one I had particularly considered, but it is an option. Still, I think having this tank set up like this would be good enough. We'd have a little area coming down here. I mean, it's not symmetrical, I know. The only way to get it symmetrical would be to place it like this. Or maybe there is something I could do to achieve that, but oh, maybe no. We're not going to go full on symmetry here. I know. Shush. I know that it's going against the grain, but just try. Work with me here. It'll be grand. I'll hook these two up, and this may or may not work. We'll see. It might draw a little bit too much from this. No, it's okay. Actually, no, we can't quite position it that way. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I was getting a little bit too excited there, it seems. Alright. We are still going to have this one. Though that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't have the tool station just tucked in there if we want. Yeah, sure, that'll work for now. Okay, so this tank has a decent decent heat. Only just, though. If one of the heaters fails... Ooh. So given that, let's move the food over a little bit. And we're going to pop down a heater. Just going to get that in there right now. There we are. Is that properly hooked up? It should be, yes. All of the tanks have just gained some heat. Good. Right, so the first fish we want... a longhorn cowfish. Well, in fact, that's the only fish we want in this tank, as it happens. Tank 7. 48. Yeah, okay. We'll pop down... we can pop in 4, I guess. There we are. You should all enjoy it in there. It's not a particularly diverse tank, certainly, but if we get anything that eats cockles, then we'll pop them in. Now, my fish in there don't actually need anything, so this is a perfect tank to get some of the larger display pieces, the larger set pieces in this tank, I think. That'll actually be very, very nice. Let's get a little bit of sea lettuce and some shells. There we go. A cannon. Oh my lord, we've got a cannon. I'm not certain that I want my fish playing with cannons, but okay. There we go. This will be a lovely little tank, I think. There we are. Okay. Now, we are going to want to move... Did I just pick up the broom? What? I mean, sure, but what? Kind of funny. Just pop that in there for now. And just because I don't want them being able to see... Oh. See past anything, let me pop these over there. Privacy, damn it. Privacy. There we are. I think we're getting to the size now, though. We need another staff member. Someone who's going to focus on... Well, you know what? Let's get someone who can talk. Sure. Okay. Go hide. Now, let's have a look down here. You've grown. The coral grouper has grown. Excellent. How's this tank doing over here? Ooh, we need these bookshelves to be restocked. Oh, no. I've got no one who can work gift shops. Oh, what a derp I am. Okay, you'll hide. Crack on. Let's get these gift shops restocked. Oh, what a fool. What a crazy fool I am. Observation request. Hello, I'm contacting you on behalf of the Ocean Life Consortium. We have funding for one of 2 potential observation studies. The first study looks at the behavior of lionfish, while the second looks at the blue tubular sponge. Would you be willing to work with us on one of these studies? And if so, which one? We've already got that one. Let's take a look at the lionfish. I mean, I've literally already got that. There we are. Oh, and you just leveled up. Well, in this case, I'm going to get you a little bit better at feeding. Let's make sure that people can handle that for now. We've still got the shoulder request to do there, but... Okay, we've got 2 things going down, but we should be alright. We should be alright. And the gift racks have been set up again. Excellent. Perfect. In fact, you know what? I'm going to pause this just there for a second. We're going to drive this back. It doesn't give it much room. I know. Maybe we'll do that then. Just for you. But what we want here is... Oh, we've run out of doors. No, we haven't. Perfect. We've got just enough to get what I want done. And that is another staff door down there. It's not strictly what I'm going to be setting this up for, certainly. But it'll do. Do I have enough to make this into a little bit of a... into a little bit of something? Yes, I do. Come on, then. I don't usually pay too much attention to this sort of thing. I'm more keyed into the needs of my fish than I am to the needs of my guests, but it's a skill that I'm going to have to develop. There we are. Do we want wood around there? I think we want wood around it, actually. Let's go for wood. There we are. That looks quite nice. Maybe we can even have some additional things just set up there. I don't think that's going to quite work, but maybe some barrels. Yeah, let's get some barrels out there. Let's do a little bit of decorating for my guests. Perhaps we could get away with this. Would that look okay? I mean, not exactly. Actually, I can see the problem here. We've not done this properly. Try that back. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of extra room to play with then. So let's go for tropical sandy beach. There we are. And then we'll have the wood around. That's what was throwing my senses off a little bit too much. It wasn't symmetrical. We all know how important that is. Don't even pretend that it isn't. Don't have the cannon pointing at the guest. Or at least make sure it's not a non-functioning cannon, okay? That's all I ask. All I want in this entire place is just to not have anyone get shot by a cannon. It's the little things in life, you know? Rotate that so the barrels are kind of close together. Yeah, I like... Oh, actually. Aha! I'm going to protect my guests with the barrels. There we go. Perfect. Maybe we could have a little bit of something over there. No, I don't. Well, maybe we could pop in a shell. Sure, we'll pop in a conch. There we are. That's a lovely little decoration there. Ah, I wasn't intending to put any particular decorations up for the guests, but no, that came together quite well, I think. Lovely. Okay. Now that shouldn't be too hard for us to maintain. The feeding should be going on fairly well. Yeah, I'm really liking the way this is going. Now, this is obviously going to be a path going down there, so we'll probably have some sort of actual display right here in time. I'm not sure how we're going to move this back. I think I'll probably have this moved up a little bit. We'll have like somewhere where guests can sit right there. Maybe. We'll see. As much as I kept saying that we're not going to have everything connected, we have ended up with everything connected in a way. And it's an interesting way of playing, frankly. It does seem to be pretty cool. Have we got anything more going on? No, not right now. Are my fish grown up? More info, please. 1 day for no, so it's going to be a little while. As for shoalers, that's going to take a bit of time, but we're slowly driving our base prestige up. It's going all right. How much science do we bring in? Not that much. We've got some tanks that are very, very low. Very modest displays, really. We'll see. Very close to completing this one, which I'm looking forward to. In fact, we'll speed time up a little bit. Just have a good watch. There we go. We were able to watch the lionfish in captivity and learned a lot about their behavior. I'm glad. Should have given us a bump to the base prestige level in the aquarium. Okay. Next up, what kind of tank do we want? We've got this Belfast tank, you see. That would be a lovely, lovely one to have. Maybe even set up down. Well, no, not quite there, I don't think. This one should be... You know what? It might actually... I know it's going to be a little bit crazy to say, but we could have something like this. Just kind of situated around here. I'm not sure. Kind of as a center point. People could walk right up to it and get in around behind. How would we go about doing that, though? We could even have it protrude from this wall, perhaps. For the time being, though, I think we're going to hold off on worrying about the Belfast tank. That's a pretty tall order, that one, I think, for us right now. We're so close to getting this. How much more do we have to go? It doesn't actually give us particularly solid projection of how much longer it's going to take, unfortunately. We're generating massive amounts of science, but we're really not generating a large amount of ecology points. I think that whatever the next tank is, it needs to be focused on ecology points. So with that in mind, let's have a look for some of the highest ecology point fish that we've got. Let's help butterfly. Ooh. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, fantastic. So we're going to have our cold water fish. That is awesome. All right, then. What are we going to go for next? Well, we don't have any other cold water fish, unfortunately, unless... Oh, no, we do. We've got the common starfish. Okay, common starfish it is. Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, let's slow down time a little bit. Now, let's have a look at your... okay. Oh, I like it that you're very good at fixing things. I would also like it for you to be much better at feeding things as well. Right, okay, let's get back to this now. So we've got 2 cold water fish. Have they got any properties that mean they won't be able to hang out together? No, they don't. And at full growth between the 2 of them, though they do eat different things, which is a bit of a shame, but between the 2 of them, they will take up 30 space each. That's quite a lot. We're going to need an enormous tank for them. But it does free us from some concerns, because we are not going to have it hooked up to the other tanks. Simply because it's too large, and it would throw all of this off. But additionally, it's got too much. It's cold water, so it wouldn't work. There we are. All of our cowfish have grown. Now, has that thrown anything off, or are we still good? No, we're still good. 78%. Excellent. Right. Well, that means that we can trade in the cowfish. Now, you require... Ooh, you require many things. Let's grab you. Womp. There we are. Fantastic. Here are the Bartlett Antheas. That's great. They're very high prestige. Also, very nice. They need to be in a shoal. Alright. Dislikes food competitors. Cannot be housed with other species that eat krill. I think we can manage that. I don't think we're going to have too much difficulty there. In fact, I think you might be perfect for the Belfast tank. Oh my lord. How that has all come together well. Okay, we're going to put off setting up the cold water exhibit for just the second. We want to have a look at how big of a Belfast tank we can make. Now, how much room are all of those fish going to take? 3. That's fine. Okay, so, well, but there has to be 7 of them. Alright, that's easy enough to manage. The problem is, we've got to bring that together with... Let's have a look. So we've got 21. And we need at least 4 here. No, that's fine. So that takes us up to 33. Where's our other shoaler? Here we are. We need at least 4. Okay, that actually doesn't need it nearly as big of a tank as I would have thought. Okay, I mean, yeah. Fair enough then. So we only need... How big is the Belfast? I think the basic Belfast... Yeah, the basic Belfast tank is gigantic. We frankly have too much room. That being said, I don't think the fish will complain. If we pop the Belfast tank here... Ooh. If we... I think we could have a really nice little observer tank over there for cold water fish. And still have the 3 path going down and around this Belfast tank. Yes, okay, we're going to pop the Belfast tank right there. This is going to be pretty awesome, actually. I think this is going to be really, really good. Right, first I'm going to lay down the path that I want my visitors to take. And that is going to be like so, right around, and we'll expand this out a little bit further as well. They can also get in behind if they would like to find out a little bit more about this particular fish species. And that'll come down. We'll probably hook it up something like this. Might even end up with 2 Belfast tanks, so I'm not sure. We'll see about that though, because obviously 2 Belfast tanks is a big commitment. A very big commitment. Right, first things first then. We need to get some walls in here. So let's pop those down. We want walls coming up there and then along here. You don't need to take all of the walls, just a couple of them. That being said, we will actually need to do a little bit more work in that, but yeah, we're gonna have to block things off a little bit around here, which isn't ideal, certainly, but there we go. For the time being, we'll just pop down a couple more walls here and there just to isolate this Belfast tank completely. The customers are going to be, sorry, the guests are going to be able to get very far in here. I'm not entirely sure about that one, but we'll see. Let's go for shipwreck paint. On the sides there, leading up to the Belfast tank itself. In fact, how about I pop down some... how far away is this drinks machine? That's quite a way, so sure. Pop one there. I'll pop a chocolate machine on this side. Like so. We're going to have a little bin beside them as well then, just to make sure that people don't litter. Alright, that works quite well for me, I think. Let's go for the proper flooring. There we go. Perfect. You know what, at this point, it's something I haven't done, but there was something scratching at the back of my mind. It's like, yeah, I've got to do this thing. I haven't designated the staff areas at the back here with the proper paints. Yeah. Oops, I just painted the tank, my bad. Get that sorted in a moment. There we go. Perfect. I'll do this large staff area in a moment. This one, I'm going to just remove the wall there, just to fill that in. That will eventually be a corner tank of some description. But now, we need to move a couple of things around, as you can almost certainly guess. Will you please stop trying to nick the mop and bucket? The broom, rather. Right, let's get you in. There we are. And... oh! Am I not allowed to... Rightio. Sure. Safety first. There we are. I wonder, can I pop this up on there? Oh, that would have been so good if I could have done that. I would genuinely have been so happy with that. Alas. Oh, well. That is a bit of a shame, because that would have been genuinely quite amazing. I'm actually going to rotate this around so it can better fit these tanks, though. Better fit the space that we've got available to us, rather. I'm going to swap these around. Well, actually, no, that won't better fit it. Thinking about it, that won't better fit it at all. I'm going to need these swapped over like so. And that one can go back to where it was, because I need it to have that double space on the side there. Not that I expect this particular tank to be hooked up to that. Okay, that gives me a... wait a sec. Oh, I trapped you. My bad, sorry. Right, okay. We could, though. Well, we've got this. We could have a seat there and a seat here, perhaps. Sure, that actually works out quite well. And just for the sake of... because we've got it for now, we may as well have some more of them popped around as well. Just for the time being. It's going to be a rather impressive display, this one. Now, this Belfast tank. Let's go and find you. All we're going to want in here, what kind of foods do we want? What did they eat? Ah, yes, they required quite a lot of things, actually. Let's pop all of these in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There they are. They are happy with their friends. Hopefully. I hope they're happy with their friends. They might not be. They might hate well, they're not their friends if they hate them, actually, but you know what I mean. We could... See, this daisy chain of pumps now has actually become quite a powerful daisy chain of pumps. Let's see how far we can take this. I know, I keep saying I'm not going to do that anymore, and then I keep lying about it. I apologize. Does it have the daisy chain? Or can it intercept? It can intercept. Ah, interesting then. Though, I would prefer it if you didn't go for that one and instead hooked up there. That just, it makes my brain hurt less. There we are. We are going to need a new food type. Put it in the krill dispenser. And we'll have the krill dispenser right there. There you go. In fact, how about we move... Don't pick up the broom. Oh, thank goodness. There we are. And we'll move the krill dispenser over there. Actually, you know what? It's a shame I can't have these guys in that tank, because this tank needs to be here for the sake of the shoalers, but all the same sort of fish. Sorry, same sort of food. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, that has pulled down the efficacy of our filters a fair bit. So let's go with maybe another... Well, actually, move this over here instead. Move this one back there. Maybe drop down 2 more of these. Another one. 81%. It's a bit rough. Okay, so we need 4 of you. I don't think we're just going to have 4. We'll go all the way up to 7 of you as well. There we are. And now 7 of you. Oops. The Shoulders exhibit is looking very good. We're very happy we sponsored it. Oh, I'm glad you approve. I'm glad that you feel your money was well spent. Right, so we've got 2. We need more. This is a pretty amazing exhibit now. This is a beautiful shoulder exhibit. We don't only have to have these fish in there, though. Let's just make sure that none of them are going to get attacked. They are fish size 3. And I can't easily bring up your information, can I? You don't eat anything else, so... Well, as long as we don't put anything there that'll eat fish of size 3... You'll eat sponge pellets. You're a difficult one to feed, though. I could put you in there. I don't think you'd be upset with that. Sure, let's pop you in there then. No. No, you do not like that at all. What have I popped you in there with? Oh, you actually do say... It's because I haven't seen them before. The Antheas are present. In the back of my mind, I was like, oh yeah, there's no problem with that. It'll be fine. Why are you not particularly happy there? Number of science points earned whenever a guest views this. You don't like lights, that's fine. You need caves. And it's the only thing that we need in here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's get a nice big central cave system right there. That is a beautiful tank now. An absolutely stunning display in my opinion. But let's continue adding other fish. So we need something that will work okay in here. The Royal Grammars don't have any particular need, but we want to focus on fish that will give us ecology points. Now this is a very ecology rich tank, as it happens. You don't like any flame angel fish. You don't like other coral beauties, but you're a bit of a wimp. Well, that's fine, because we're not going to be putting you in with any bullies, I don't think. Let's just double check that though. No bullies here. Not even a single bully. So, sure. Get you in there. You'll give us a nice bit of variation in the tank. And we'll get the other flame angel fish. The tank now needs a little bit of greenery, but that's fine, because we were going to definitely add greenery to a tank this size. That was going to be a must. We'll get a bit of kelp over there as well. They are looking very nice so far. All of the fish are happy. I'm extremely pleased. Now, they don't grow in size, so it's very easy for us to manage this. You do eat smaller fish, so you're an automatic now. You don't. You don't eat smaller fish. So you are a possibility. Nor do you, which is also good. But have we got anything else we could put in there? You'll eat starfish. So we don't necessarily want that. We can't put the lights in there, unfortunately. That would have been good if we could have done that, but that is a big old nope on that one. Sure, we could have 4 red-tailed butterfly fish in there if we want to. Or is it? Yeah, I think ecology points have to be the ones that we go for. Tank is full. Oh, sorry, only 2. Ah, my bad. I was completely miscounting that there. And there we are. What a beautiful tank this is. Is any other tank difficult now? No, 78% is the max. This pump system is so powerful. It's amazing. I'm going to get a little bit of... no, we can't really fit more in there. Let's go for some other types of decorations then. Yeah, pirate chest, come on. Everyone knows that's going to look amazing. And... a few rocks here and there. Maybe a sea lettuce or 2. I think that's a beautiful tank. Absolutely lovely tank. We are, unfortunately, going to have to get the different types of foods over here now, though. So, oh well. Still, I think that was worth it to get such a gorgeous centerpiece in the aquarium. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is the creme de la creme. The best of all the tanks that we have. That's right. Feed me. I need ecology points. Thank you. Hopefully, this is really going to impress people, because I put a lot of work into it, frankly. And we can have other sorts of tanks around here. We could even go for some cold water tanks around in this direction. I think that would actually be pretty cool. We've got plenty of seating for you. Actually, let's drive the seating back a little bit more, though. There we are. And we'll just have these seats driven back so you can have a nice old park your bum. Give your legs a rest. There you go. In fact, well, you know what? No, I kind of like the seating over there. We'll paint it properly so it becomes proper seating. Ooh, there we are. Let's get the small Cressel tank. That would allow us to get jellyfish. Not that we're necessarily going to just leap into having them straight away, but there we go. It does take a little bit of time to feed them. 2 people feeding there. That's fine. We should be okay. More food on the way. There we go. Got bins around. Please put your litter in the bins. There's good folks. Thank you. Much obliged. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. Get the bins there and there. That way they're buffered. Buffered from the bins. Ah, it's grand. And at this point, I could just shunt these across. You can sit there instead. That'll actually look quite nice, I think. Very nice, in fact. Ah, that's so much better. These are like little alcoves for those who maybe young children, or to be perfectly honest, anyone who's just a little bit feeling a little bit weary about being around all of these people. But I think a little quiet place where you can just go sit there. Mothers could go feed their children, for example, or if anyone's just feeling a little bit anxious, a nice quiet little place next to the rhythmic hum of the pumps. You can just hear through the thin partitions, and you can just look to your side and you see all these beautiful fish. Ah, that is a lovely little area. I like that a lot. The only thing it's missing is guidebooks. I think we need more guidebooks. I need more people who can restock the guidebooks, frankly. I'm gonna have to wait for someone to get another level, unfortunately. That is a bit of a pain. There we are. Starfish! Hooray! Now then. The striped boxfish. You look amazing. You'll eat starfish, though, which is not as great. We could get... you know what? Let's get a little... polyp tank. Sorry, a little... coral tank. Yeah, I think that would be lovely just in this corner here. I might drive this back a little bit. Not sure yet. Not sure yet, but it's kind of a nice little area, but it's sort of in the way, you know? I feel that it's a little bit too in the way of the of my guests. So let's push this one back. It hasn't sat well with me since I made it. Not fully. I mean, I like what we've got. I like the look of it, but it's just a little bit too much out there in the way of everyone. So let's just sink this back, and people can just wander over, enjoy the look, because I'm happy with the design. Quite happy with the design, actually. But it was just a little bit too close. Just a little bit too close. So, with that, let's go back to the paint. Let's get the wooden floorboards. Roll that out a bit there. There we go. And in fact, yeah, you know what? Let's go for a different look back there. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, man. No, I think that'll work. I think it'll work. I just need to repaint that particular wall. And then we can get the proper flooring. It's a small detail, but it's the small details that have the biggest effect, I find, in life. And it's kind of the whole take care of the pounds, the pennies take care of themselves kind of thing, only with details. Take care of the small details, and the big ones tend to just do their thing quietly without you having to worry about them. What are you doing back here? You sneaky! Get out of here! How did you do it? Have you been there for like a million years or something? Have I just missed the fact that you were back there? Have you been desperate to just leave? You've been locked in there for several hours, days in fact. I'm so sorry if that is the case. My bad. My super bad, actually. But I think that's where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. I think we've done... Ooh, whoa. Yeah, I thought as much. I thought the moment the heating... because the heating was so close that we were going to have to increase that. But budgeting for the future, there we go. We can afford the money. There we are. Even when several of the machines suffer a failure, it's not going to stress our fish. I mean, I'm fairly certain that we'd be able to fix them before any of them died, but, you know, for a little bit, they would be in what amounts to an inhospitable environment. I don't want that for my little fish. They deserve better. But that's going to be where we wrap up today's episode. I'm really liking this particular aquarium. I'll be honest, I was starting to feel that the game was beginning to have the same sort of sameness. To put it into context, for example, with 2 Point Hospital, the beginning of every single new hospital is much the same. As a result, it does kind of impact the fun, because you've got to go through one or sometimes even several episodes before you get to the new stuff. But no, I think with this particular one, taking the reins off, I was a little bit worried that without giving a purpose and specific objectives to meet, that it would become a little bit too open. But no, I'm actually really enjoying just being able to make my own decisions and build this little area as I see fit. I'm liking it a lot. And I hope you are as well, but that's going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, take care, everyone.